Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
Live from the Tony Wallow Studios, it's the Ken Stout Live Show, featuring the Zoom homies, produced by L&K Productions.
All right, let's get the show on the road 2 minutes early, which would have been 13 minutes late if I'd have went with my original time. Sorry about the late start. I anticipated there would be problems tonight, and I was right.
That eventually is fun but I've been playing with this one project where I don't wreck to see how far I can push it.
Oh, I've got a Da Vinci project that, yeah, it's going to really push the limitations of what I know. And my intent is to actually finish the entire project without going back and rewatching any tutorials. And basically, I'm going to take a video clip that's 9 seconds in length, and I'm going to take the actor out, leaving the actor's audio in, and replacing it with yours truly.
Oh, you're gonna put my voice in there?
How did you know that I had got that clip of that one commercial you did about cell phones? Doggone it, Greg. You just ruined everything.
I'm too good.
I've been trying to figure out how to make the video loop play.
I can tell you how to do it in OBS. How to make it loop on Da Vinci.
Yeah, that's it. Haven't exactly found that solution yet.
How long is the video?
About a minute.
Retime it to about 3 minutes, and it'll play at least 3 times. And that should cause it to loop. I see Jeff has joined us. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Josh. Hi, Alex. Greg.
Hi, Ken. Hi, everyone.
Nice to see everybody here on this late
Hello,
start.
Alex in Arkansas. Oh, is that Jim in Arkansas?
Jim in Arkansas.
Okay.
If you want to go by Kenology.
All right.
So I'm going to take a minute and answer one quick text, and then I'm going to do something, and I will shut all the microphones down to ensure that there is no interruption.
All right, let's see.
Okay, here we go. So I'm going to mute everyone, and we're going to play this. It's about 30 seconds in length. I will be back. Thank
Yeah,
you.
she was a little unhappy tonight thinking about grandma. So
I bet she was. Bet she was.
anyway, thank you.
You're quite welcome.
And
thank you.
thank you for all the support everybody gave me last year while my wife was ill and when she passed away. I really appreciated it.
You're quite welcome. It was my pleasure. So I don't really have anything planned to talk about today. As you all know, the NCAA men finals is going on. I think UConn's going to win that quite handily. Go back over here and look at some chat. Are the clocks looking right? They look to be off to me.
I have something to bring up real fast, Ken. If you don't mind.
Does it involve your mom's email address?
No.
Does it involve internet
Hey,
speed?
No.
Does it involve your Wi-Fi?
No, it has to do with Joshy. May I share my screen? I told him I would share this with you to try to get y'all's advice on what the problem is.
Go ahead.
Okay, well, Josh was trying to wrap his cord for his microphone around his microphone arm, and it accidentally came unplugged. And so I don't know if you can tell. You may have to zoom that in a little bit. But he says when he tries to plug in the USB cord now, the light for the Yeti doesn't come on. So my first thought is he damaged the port in the bottom of the microphone. So I had him
Looks like a mini or micro USB, whatever that's called.
It's a mini USB, yes, Jeff. But I was concerned that he when he pulled the cord out, or when it accidentally came out, it damaged the port on the microphone itself, which would make the microphone unusable, of course.
Now, is what we see there the bottom of the microphone stand or what?
It's the bottom of the microphone.
Is that the Blue Yeti?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing your screen because we've seen it enough now, and I'm gonna look at the bottom of my Yeti.
Look at me now. What's wrong?
Bring the picture back up.
Go ahead, Alex. Bring the picture back up.
Okay. Give me.
Can you zoom it in a little bit before you bring the picture back up, though? Is that possible?
I'll try.
I mean, Josh is such a professional photographer.
Yeah, I have to download it. I'm looking at it on my text messages on the computer here.
Well, if you had DaVinci Resolve, you could bring it in DaVinci and zoom it out, and don't have to do all that. But okay.
We'll download
So
it
yeah,
for you.
I think your theory might be right, because I'm going to temporarily disappear because I'm going to.
We can still hear you somehow.
Yes,
Try the camera mic.
either camera mic or the headset mic is still active.
It may have switched when you unplugged the other one or something.
Can you see that better?
It looks like he might have broke a couple of pins or the plastic.
That's exactly was my thinking.
If I got the repo station here, but you'd have to ship it here. That's an option. Because if I can get a connector in for it.
Be back.
Okay, now I should be back and be. Your default has changed back to when I unplugged it, it defaulted it somewhere.
Okay, Ken, can you
I'll spotlight him. You need to move it to your left, there you go. Now move it closer to the camera. And keep going to the left just a little bit. Now you're frozen. There you go. Now now go straight in from there real slow so we can focus in on that USB port. Move it in toward the camera a little bit. There you go. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah, that's going to be hard to do. Yeah, stop right there, Josh. That's going to be hard to do because we can't see the pins. That's great for the outline of where the pins go, but we can't see the pins. And I'm not sure how you're going to get that picture. So,
well, he's already ordered a new cable for it. So my thinking is if he plugs in if he gets a new cable and tries to plug it in and it does not come on when he plugs in that new cable, it's most definitely the port.
yeah, I would agree. Too bad he didn't have another cable laying around that would happen to fit that.
But if it turns out to be the connector, if you want to send it, I can put one on there probably. I got the rework station. But you have to get it here.
Well, how much would it cost to ship to you, William, from Pennsylvania to Florida?
Ship it to Cocoa, Florida. I have no idea what the shipping rates and how you ship it.
Because the microphones themselves are only $100 on Amazon, so that's not.
So what happens when he plugs it in? Is he able to plug it in?
No. If he plugs it in, he says nothing happens. No light on the microphone at all.
It doesn't do anything.
You can destroy the cable, the connector itself, or a pad on the little circuit board. You broken pad and circuit boards. One of the three things.
Yeah, it doesn't light up. It doesn't do anything.
But the pad could be maybe jumpered out if it's traceable, but without looking in at it, you can't tell.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I was wanting to try to zoom it in. I don't even think I could zoom mine in. And yes, the default, when the Yeti's unplugged, it defaults to the headphones. So I'm surprised you could hear me at all because I've got this up here out of the way.
Well, we couldn't hear you by a lot, that's for sure.
Well, I could actually do this. Hold on.
He could take a picture of it with a regular digital camera, zoom in on macro, and put it on the chat for people to download the image.
Yeah, my power, as soon as I plug mine back in, the red light comes on. So if he's not getting that red light, then that's an indication that something's wrong. Hey, Josh, is there any way you can just take a picture of it with the camera?
Buddy.
No, it's still too far away, although let me spotlight you again. Hold on. Spotlight.
You
Try to hold it. Try to hold it still. What are you doing? Bringing the camera down to the Yeti?
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Which his camera keeps freezing up, but
Okay. Yeah. And now he's got. Move the camera to your right. There you go. Stop. Now go straight down real slow. Nope. Move it to your right. Slowly. Go. Okay. You went too fast and you went to the left. Okay. Now. Okay. You're on the audio headphone hole right there. You go. And once the camera unfreezes. Yeah. Stealth mode's saying it looks like the port is damaged. From what we can see,
I had a controller, a game controller, and like an Xbox controller, and I had it plugged into the charger to charge it. I had the cord ran across the room. The kids came in there, ran smack dab into it. It pulled the cord out of the charging port, but it did not damage the cord. It damaged the port, which made the controller.
He blames that on the kids.
Well, they. No. I was in here when the kids ran in here and unplugged the cord. I saw them do it.
Probably broke the plastic insulators between the pin, the metal contacts.
Is I did the same thing. I unplugged mine and looked at mine.
You almost need to take a still digital of it with a normal camera other than a webcam. Where you can do the micro setting focus on it. Don't do that, Ken.
But you don't think it'll do any good without a cord?
But that's me. And like Alex said, you buy a brand new microphone for $100.
Yeah.
Ish.
We can't see the pins clearly enough to tell.
Here, Josh, I hand you a camera.
Well, you can get 10 USB mini type B female, 5 of them for $6.99 on Amazon.
That's what I'm saying. If it depends how fast he wants it, he can obviously ship it. It's just if he wants to, it's up to him.
He don't have prime shipping, so he's not gonna get it until like Friday or something like that. Not gonna get it till Friday, I don't think.
Put it this way, normally from California to here, depending how they ship, is 3 to 4 days.
So straight up the coast from Florida to Pennsylvania should be about 2 or 3 days, I would think.
Yeah, and you could probably put a box, pad it very well. If you got the original shipping box, put it back in it. And put that inside another box. And ship it to, because it should be insured for $100 if it gets lost in the U.S. mail.
He can buy a Blue Yeti Nano right now for $55.
And that's all he needs is probably the Nano. I mean, the Nano is what they had at college. The only difference between the Nano and the Blue Yeti, like me and you have, Ken, is that the Nano doesn't have all the little features on the back of it, like the knob with all those different settings.
Mm-hmm.
The Nano doesn't have that knob with all them settings. It's only got one or two settings on it instead of like 5.
Yeah, there's another one here. Blue Yeti USB microphone for PC, Mac, gaming, recording for $80. It's on sale right now for $49 off. That's a pretty good buy. Then there's a Blue Snowball USB, which I don't know how those work at all. That's $39 and $49.
It's the same thing as the Blue Yeti, just not as good quality.
All right.
But for Zoom and stuff, it'd be.
What's that thing weigh? Does anybody know?
Not from the top of my head, no, I don't.
What's your?
I'd say probably at least a pound or 2.
That's about the minimum you're going to be paying for shipping is a pound.
Well, the switcher's not that old, but that's why we're kids from Kansas State. That's when I went to college.
I'm hoping for cord.
3.2 pounds is the weight, according to the specs on it.
if I feel like I have to throw up.
All right, if you have an accident,
I got you, Jeff. I muted you. So go back over here.
Well, Josh, I think we've all pretty well determined that it's not the cord.
yeah, Olivia may have the same bug my grandson had.
Oh no.
It's like the 1-day stomach virus thing's been going around the school. He stayed home today.
Oh, that is not good news.
Well, he's better tonight. He'll be able to go to school tomorrow.
It's about $21, and it takes about 5 to 7 business days to ship a 5-pound package from Florida or from Pittsburgh to Florida. So by the time he does all that, he's going to have $40 plus the cost of the parts involved. I'd just buy a new one. If my vote counts, that's what I'm voting for.
There's a YouTube video on how to fix the USB jack on a Blue Yeti.
No, don't even go there. That's the last thing. That's the last thing he needs to try to do.
Oh, he needs to.
I'm not saying Josh. I was thinking for William.
Stelfo said it's repairable if you can salvage another port off something else, or you can probably buy it, can't you?
Yeah, you can buy the ports.
All right.
Yeah, they're about $6.
I forgot I turned the Yeti back on. I don't need that microphone down in my way now.
Yeah, but you almost need an air rework station, and that's going to be about $50 for him to buy one. And you have to be stable in his hands.
So speaking of YouTube videos that show how to repair something, I actually watched one today on repairing the headlamp. And if what I watched is accurate, it's going to be unplug, counterclockwise, put it back in, clockwise, plug it back in, and it's done. I will know that in the morning when I decide to go out there and actually look to see.
Hello.
Hey, Sean. You kind of snuck in on us there when we were in the middle of looking at this thing. Well, it's down to an 8-point game. 4 minutes to go, 4.5 minutes to go. Be interesting.
There's one thing Josh may want to invest in. The thing, I don't know if it's a major product yet. It's like an Apple magnetic charging connector. You got adapter plugs into your device and into your cable, and it just if you bump it, it disconnects magnetically.
Is Josh breaking cables again? Is he tripping over stuff again?
You just have to rewind. It's in DVR mode and go watch from the beginning.
Josh just sent it to Doug Betts.
Right now, YouTube is going around in circles. Every once in a while, your thing will buffer and go around in a circle. It's not me. I have perfect internet.
Well, of course it's not you. Of course it's me.
Go around in a circle.
Is anybody else experiencing buffering right now?
No circles here.
I saw a circle for like a half a second.
Yeah, it's like for a half a second every once in a while. Every once in a while.
I'm focusing on my monitoring right now to see what's going on.
So
I've yet to see a circle, so
not for me.
So I'm stupid. I ordered this 360 millimeter rad radiator with fans, and it has RGB on it. Oops. I don't want RGB.
Don't plug the RGB components in. If it's got two separate cables, one for the fan, one RGB, just let them hang mid-air.
Yeah.
Just cheese and sausage.
I had to get it for. I already ordered
cheese,
everything.
sausage,
I've
cheese,
ordered
bread, grilled cheese sandwich.
The power supply, the RAM.
Yeah, I want one provolone, one of the other one.
Ryzen 9.
And I want two of them.
I something or other.
Oh, those? Okay.
Just,
It
I
was
guess
only a
just one.
30
One's fine. I whatever. I need to eat.
haven't started yet. I'm just asking.
It was only a $30 difference from a Ryzen 7 7700X and a Ryzen 9 7900X. It was only a $30 difference. So I paid for a Ryzen 9, and Wintermute told me yesterday an air cooler will not cool it. So he said that I had to get a radiator. So that's what I did.
Have they shipped it yet?
Radiator. Huh?
Have they shipped it yet?
Yeah.
Okay. You
I
still
just spent over $1,500.
no, have they shipped it on their tracking? If they haven't shipped it, you can change it midstream.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go into the order and see if it's actually physically shipped yet.
Yeah.
If it's not, then just cancel that and change it. Or when you get it, just send it right back and get you the other one.
Yeah.
So I had an interesting thing this afternoon. I was trying to get a 9-second clip off of YouTube using the YouTube to MP3 site that always has worked for me in the past. Guess what wouldn't work for me today? At all. After a reboot, after I did everything I could think of. I don't know what was going on with that. I do have it, thanks to Alex, but
when you first put the link in there and it converts it, it'll try to download some kind of APK file for an Android phone, and you just gotta cancel that out. Once you cancel that out, it should give you the options for MP4 720, MP4 1080.
So, number one, I don't have an Android phone. Number two, I wouldn't download it to the Android phone. Number three, I was putting it on a PC. Number four, it never got to the option of canceling anything because it would say initializing.
That like works.
That's why I sent you the link and said, "Can you get this for me?" And I still can't figure out why. Okay, so Tony is saying something about your Blue Letty. How long have you had that, Joshy? Huh? What? You woke me up. Doggone it. I was sleeping. How long have you had your Blue Yeti?
Not that long.
Do you also have another Blue Yeti at your aunt's house?
Yeah, I do.
Wintermute, no, it wasn't with the clip. I actually tried to do the 7-minute version of the same thing, and that would not work either. And I tried the 3.48 version of the same thing, and that would not work. I have not gone and tried anything else, but I have it. I'll work with what I've got. Do what?
I got it from both before I got the one at my aunt.
Yeah, I was just thinking rather than since you have another one at your aunt's, if there was some way you could just get that cord and test it before you buy one, but I don't think it's going to work. I think somehow you've damaged that port somehow. But then again, I'm not a trained professional with 3.5 seconds of experience, so I may not know what I'm talking about.
No, you don't.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
In this particular case, I think you do, Ken.
Well, that's because I unplugged my Yeti 4 times, so that gives me at least 4 seconds of experience.
Before I'd spend $100 on a new one, I would spend $6.95 for the USB port and $25 for shipping.
Send it down to William and let him see if he can repair it.
Yeah. It's a lot cheaper.
Yeah, I'm going to try something here. I may have to end up muting my... Well, no, I don't have to mute this. This will work.
I mean, if Amazon's only charging you $8.99 shipping, then it's probably only $15.
I bought it off Amazon for $8.79.
Your Yeti?
No,
Oh, the cord.
the cord.
Don't need a new cord.
Bought the Yeti.
Okay, so there's clearly something going on with the YT MP3 site with me on my computer because I just went and tried to do a Leo Laporte by copying it, and it's just got the initialized going around and around and around
A
and
Blue
around.
Yeti costs $99 on Amazon as of today.
I'm
You don't
looking at
even
the
have
Blue Yeti now.
$99.
I can buy the Blue Yeti for $79.95.
Uh-oh. Long Dog's starting to see, or no, Brian's starting to see brief bufferings.
Told you I wasn't joking.
Oh, I my stuff lags all the time when I watch Doug, but I just figure it's my system. I'm kind of used to it. But I've yet to see anything on my end lag, so I'll let you know.
Probably YouTube itself.
Could be.
Josh, are there any local electronic repair places that do like laptops, phones, and that? In your area? Because they'd have the connector right in stock.
They should be because he's in close to Pennsylvania. He's close to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, he's just outside Pittsburgh.
Yeah, just don't go to Best Buy. Find you like a family-owned type of place, or a guy that's doing it like we have here, that's running his own business. Go uptown and he has his own business. He does all that stuff.
It may save you on shipping if that's what what you choose to go.
Well, like that, I got free shipping.
You have Prime?
No, he don't have Prime, but it's like if you spend over $25, you can get free shipping.
Oh.
Even if you don't have Prime.
Somebody just did a video that that free shipping isn't really free shipping. Somebody did an advertisement on Amazon that they really charge you for shipping. They just raise their prices or something.
It's hidden. It's probably hidden.
I saw doing that.
It's that way for all companies that charge you no shipping. It's built right into the price.
Yep. And that's the way the world is moving. So I tried another one from a YouTube creator that I've actually downloaded his stuff before, and I still get the same thing. It just sits there and says initialize, initialize, initialize. So I don't know what's going on.
Oh, wow. They don't want you to, I don't guess AT&T wants you to download that then.
Yeah, but last week AT&T didn't really care, and I was able to download it then. So what's changed in a week? Jim, what are you intently looking at on your little flip-up laptop there?
I'm trying to see when the hell this car chase is going to end.
Oh, where's it at?
It's just something that showed up. I think it was on Facebook or something.
Okay.
I mean, it's been going on for a while, and it's actually, they've got it running at about 2 times speed, and it's just been going on and on and on.
Los Angeles?
No, Florida, Miami.
Oh, doggone, not Coco. So, too bad it's not over in Coco. Then William could go out and watch it go by, and we could get it live on the spot reporter. How far?
Got the tires out.
How far from Miami are you? That's okay. If you have to think about it that long, you're a ways away.
Yeah. I know Daytona Beach. We got when the old shot shooters from the what they use on the security. It's a strange one. It was only about 12 inches long from the butt to the end.
So Long Dog saying it had no issues yet for the last 7 minutes, so that's good. I'm trying to duplicate what may have caused that. It's scary when I'm trying to duplicate issues.
Yeah.
Huh.
Let us send you a fire extinguisher.
Yeah. Thank goodness that hasn't happened yet. Blame Canada. Oh, no, let's not blame Canada. It was good to see Mimi last night. I smell noodles cooking.
I had a cup of noodles the other night, 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's good at that time, but it's not healthy, actually. Oh, we're back up 14 with a minute and a half to go. So looks like UConn's going to secure this year's championship. Darren sent me a link for another way of downloading these, but I don't do it that often. I ran across this when I wanted it. Disassemble the Yeti might be problematic. Sometimes they don't do. Oh, I wouldn't want to disassemble my Yeti. Doggone. I
Got a big nut at the bottom that screws on. It's got a set of screws, slot cut across it. That's it on bolts in the center bolts. It's a you have the brass ring thread that says rods in the center.
Time's up. I gave you 2 seconds. Brick wall.
Ian, we can't see you. We can't see you.
You got a brick wall.
That's what I said.
I know the yeah. Tell Casper get out of there. Because then another one that Josh showed had the microphone, microphone connection in the bottom, a big brass type circle with threads cut up down the center hole, and USB. Right, but there's also the nut that holds the body on to the bottom.
What kind of nut are we talking about? Peanuts, almonds, cashews, pistachios?
We're talking about the nut that's in Sheridan, Arkansas.
Anybody remember the carburetor like a lawnmower and that? As you know, you got the drain plug, and you got a thing that screws into it, an attachment that sticks out from the bottom of the bowl. That's the nut that holds the bowl in the bowl onto the body of the carburetor. It was his Blue Yeti's probably got the same configuration, except the thread is for mounted to the arm.
See, software doesn't lie. See the side of it.
Either Josh has knocked that bottom cover off of his, or he never had it. Right in the center, that raised part.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Josh didn't show that on his. His was just the round circle with like a thread slot cut right across it for a screwdriver type tool. Have Josh bring a picture of his back up, you'll see it.
That cap probably pops off.
Okay, 1 second.
Hell, any longer, and I'm gonna fall asleep.
You see it? No, this is
Like
That's the only one I've got, I think. No, no, I didn't. That's the same one.
no, it did. It showed us the three connectors, the three spots there. I think not. I think he's lost that black piece that covering the nut. What's happened?
Well, are we sure they're the same model?
Josh only sent me that one picture of his Yeti today. No, The one I showed you at the beginning of this stream was that same one that I downloaded and blew it up.
Josh, he was holding between his legs. You could see the ear, the USB, and a round circle.
Well, that's it there.
So what's
That's
the
the
silver?
same-
What's the silver thing on his that I don't have on mine? I don't understand what that.
That's a bracket or whatever you call it, an adapter for him to put it on his pole mount that he's got.
Oh, okay, I
He's got-
follow.
He's got an arm to put the
Gonna turn
mic
that
on,
off
and that's
now.
what it is.
You had a picture without the arm.
I thought he
That's
did
the
too.
only- That's the only picture that I've got. I'm sorry.
But once again, when you share, somehow it messes the Zoom up, which is really crazy. I don't understand that at all. Because it's functioning, it sees that. And then I put it back, it sees that. So that's weird. Very weird. Ay, ay, ay.
Who's got turn?
Hello, Darren.
Hi, where's everyone?
Hello.
Hello.
Zoom is dark. Yeah, Zoom was dark because when Alex shares his screen, or anyone else for that matter, it tends to not bring the Zoom window back the way that it's supposed to.
Oh.
And it's been doing that for a while now, and I have no idea why.
Nope.
Now, I don't know if it does it when I share my screen or not. I can't remember if we eliminated that or not. I can neither confirm nor deny that DaVinci Resolve may or may not show up on this when I share my screen. No,
Yep.
I don't have DaVinci running. I've got VLC running, but I do not have DaVinci running.
But it's runs.
So I'm going to leave that there for a second or two.
Yes, we talk really loud.
Time's up. Next picture.
Going to stop sharing my screen.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And it did bring Zoom back up. Check it now, Brian. It should be good. Now Greg's going to share his screen. This will be a good test to see if when Greg unshares his screen that it will bring Zoom back or not.
Right there is the disassembly guide off the iFixit website.
Oh, cool.
I'm almost 99% sure. Josh has the same Blue Yeti as me and you and Doug does.
He doesn't. My bottom of my Blue Yeti, where that round thing is to plug in, is about 1/4 of an inch in size. His did not look to be that unless it was from the angle of which he was taking the picture.
No, I think he lost the little plastic cover where he did.
Looks very involved, unless, unfortunately, without any soldering equipment.
That's what I was saying is.
Okay, Brian, you bring up a good point. Hang on, Greg. Don't keep sharing your screen. Brian brings up a good point, and I'm going to. There you go. I need to incorporate that scene into my main scene so that when someone shows their screen, it will automatically share to YouTube what we are seeing on Zoom. I will work on that either later today or tomorrow.
Well, you got 10 minutes today.
Clearly going to work on it tomorrow then.
Can you see there's on the bottom where you got the plastic cover? It's got little covers over 2 screws you remove. 3 screws.
Oh, I don't.
And the
So you-
plastic piece comes off.
I just want to have more of a new microphone.
First, remove the rubber inside the screwable mount area.
I don't want to take the chance of getting the quote.
I would either send it to William or find a local repair shop. You're talking $50 or less.
Yeah. Because once you get that nut off, they get inside of it.
Hey, Josh, does yours look like the picture Greg is showing on the USB port? As Greg scrolls away from the USB port I was asking about.
I think so, but I'm not sure.
Josh, figure to the camera.
You have to also take away your background because right now you are blurred, and until Greg unshares his screen, it's going to be really hard for us to see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Hold on. One thing at a time.
Conclusion. It's too doggone complicated. Just buy a new one.
Now, if you send it to somebody that can repair it.
Oh, sure. Yeah, someone that knows what they're doing. I'm just saying for me.
$6.99 for a 4-pack of USB that are matched for the Blue Yeti on Amazon.
So I'm going to unshare Greg's screen and I'm going to highlight Josh. I'm going to see if this goes back automatically without me changing it to.
Ken?
And it does not.
Ken?
Yes.
Depending on when this goes through, if I have an extra $100, I will get his address and I will order him another one and send it to him.
Oh, he'll have it fixed by then, Sean, I think.
Oh. Just like I send gift cards, I'll just
why
send
can't I? Doggone it. Okay, so that works. There's the yeah. I know, Brian. I'm working on it. Give me a second. I'm trying to get this to work. There, Zoom should be back. You'll see. Now, I don't know how you're going to get enough light on that and get it close enough, Josh, for us to see what the port itself looks like.
You can see the.
Oh, it's gone. Looks like it's gone.
It came back and then it left.
Does it not look? Okay, stop right there, Josh. Don't move. No, go up a little bit right there.
It's just like yours, the way he angled, and that he's just showing the tip of that.
Oh,
silver.
okay. I thought that part inside there was gone.
Let him send it to Doug.
Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that.
Ken,
do what?
Let him send it to Doug Betts.
So he's got the same 3 screws to take out to have it disassembled.
He does have a different model on his than I do because I don't have that writing on that pad right there by that silver connector.
I think his is a Nano because there's a black Yeti Nano.
Would it not say on there if it's a Nano?
No, it won't.
Josh, what does the top of yours look like? Does yours have the knob on the back of it with the 5 different settings?
Here,
Looks like it.
Posted, sorry about the novel, you guys, but there's the black one, the Nano version. I mean, it doesn't show the bottom of it, but I'm pretty sure that's it. I'm pretty sure that's the one that he has. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure that's the one he has. because that's the only black Yeti I can find on Amazon. Is that one? Well, there's a couple other ones.
Yeah, I got the black one that I got.
So show us. You see the knob on the front there?
With that, yeah,
The knob on the front.
yeah,
Look on the back and see if there's two knobs on the back.
yeah.
If it is, it's a Blue Yeti.
Yeah, there are two knobs on the back.
They,
Well, God
they
dang, we can
probably
only see
just
it there
changed.
now.
It went in.
Yeah, there is.
They probably just changed where they're putting that label. Okay, that's the front.
No, this is the front cam because the light. This is the back.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, there's two knobs right there.
Yeah, that means it's a Yeti.
Well,
The novel doesn't have Nava one doesn't have the plastic body on the bottom.
And also the Blue Yeti Nano, the Nano version has a micro USB port instead of a mini. Because I've used those Nanos firsthand because the college, that's what the college had, is a Nano version.
Well, I found one. Here's another one. This one has two knobs and a front that has a mute and another knob. There's another one, and that one is $81.99. I'm pretty sure that's one he got. If you look at the pictures, there's two knobs, one for gang. Where did I see it? One for gang microphone, one for pickup pattern switch.
Could you make that URL a little bit longer?
If the Nano is cheaper, than the Yeti, I think you get away with just. I think the Nano would be just fine.
Brian, I got the link that you posted up and ready to go. It looked to be involved. Wintermute, I agree. OBS is showing the window 1, and then when it switches, it goes to window 2. And I've got to rework that. I'll work on that maybe tomorrow, probably Wednesday.
These other microphones that are not Blue Yeti, they got good reviews.
This is going to sound silly, Josh, but have you checked the plug-in where it plugs into the computer to make sure it somehow didn't get loose or come out completely?
That would be the USB, right?
That was what that would be, yes. Oh, Josh is not there.
He's probably checking the computer.
Tell him to check the end of the USB cable that plugs into the microphone and put it up to the screen so we can see it.
Yeah, I could do that too. Josh, did you check?
I've got a pic of that also, Ken.
So, Josh, did you actually run your fingers along the USB cord back to the computer to make sure that it didn't accidentally come out and or get loose at the computer itself?
Yeah.
And it's good?
Yeah, good. Because it's always plugged in. Now, what I could
Well,
do-
it was always plugged in until you stepped on it and pulled the cord out. It's possible that you pulled it out at both places. Highly unlikely, but possible. I mean, weirder things have happened.
What I could do is fire up the laptop and see if I get the same result.
Or you could put it in another USB port. Do you have it on your hub or on the computer itself?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alex, are you looking for that other picture? Soundbar issues.
Yes, Ken. I'm talking to my mom. I'll show you that other picture real quick. But then I gotta get ready for bed. Then I gotta get in bed.
Well, I'll go ahead and spotlight you, and then I'm gonna spotlight.
You don't have to spotlight me. I gotta screen share it.
Oh, okay. Sure. Make Zoom go away again. I don't care.
Again, this may sound a dumb idea. Where Josh is staying, is there anybody else around him has any USB device with the same connector where you just plug it in, lights up?
That's Josh's cable, the that plugs in the microphone.
Right, but I thought you said you had a picture where he plugged it into the Yeti itself.
No, I don't.
We're aware of what it looks like, so.
No, I don't. You misunderstood me, or I misunderstood you. Anyway,
That was good.
Alex, when you get off,
what? What'd you say, Josh?
are you getting off?
I'll probably switch over to my phone. I'm just gonna switch over to my phone.
Josh, one question for you.
Yeah.
You're in a group home, right?
Yeah.
Anyone else in the group home that you're friends with have any devices that share the same connector?
He's the only resident of this group home.
No, because me and the people in the group don't really get along.
Right, but is there
Really
any other
good.
resident there besides you, is the question.
Why don't you take your phone and do a close-up shot of the bottom of the USB port on the microphone and send it to Ken?
Okay, and I'll be that because I don't have.
If I'm not mistaken, I think it's micro USB.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
it is,
Josh.
Rick.
Yeah.
Welcome, Rick. I didn't see you come in. I was stepped away. Josh?
Yeah, Alex. Who popped?
That's Ken.
Did you just say, yeah, Alex, to me?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
he
there's
did.
punishment for that. Alex is going in the waiting room. You should not have misspoke. So is your Yeti plugged into the USB hub you have, or is it directly plugged into your computer?
It was plugged into the computer and the USB hub, and I got the thing remote.
When you stepped on it or disconnected it, what was it plugged into?
The computer.
Wow. Okay. Because I know with the Stream Deck, every once in a while, when it's plugged into the USB, it does not work properly until I put it into another hub. I was going to suggest plug your Yeti in, plug the USB into a different port, and see if you get different results.
Yeah, I tried that. It didn't work.
He's damaged the USB port.
Yeah, something got screwed up. So I am going right at a little over an hour. I'm going to go ahead and try to find my monitor and get some shout outs tonight before I end the stream. Tony Walla was first, followed by Bobby Warren. Jim was actually third and going to be late night. Yeah, if that didn't go the well I wanted. Fourth place was great guy. He's either third or fourth consistently. He's like my golf game. He's either 3 or 4. William Dawson was fifth. Let's see. Fader Jake said hello earlier on. Brian Lightfoot was there. Chris Garrett. Long Dog joined us. Stealth Mode was there briefly. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to once again share something that I did earlier with Jeff's permission. Now I will end the show with this. Brian Lightfoot, Wintermute. I believe that's everyone. So I'm going to end the show with silence. Rick said hello. Yes, I'm shutting up now.